Good morning, everyone, or good evening, wherever you may be, friends and fans of the Frosty Nut. This is another little short video. We're going to test some add-ons here. Just one for this morning. We're going to test the updated version of self-loading cargo, which is an add-on I've used from time to time, and I really enjoy. I really like it. FSFO, Flight Sim First Officer, is the one that I use most, but the new update to self-loading cargo has been really impressive. So I'm just going to run through the actual self-loading cargo. We just scheduled in a flight. It's loaded into our GSX. SimBrief is loaded. We'll just double check that by reloading it. Just make sure it's all good. There we go. That's all good. So we're parked at 4 left at Coolangatta Airport, or Gold Coast Airport as it's known. YBCG, and we've got a planned flight to Sydney. We're just going to see how it goes with self-loading cargo. So the flight is in there. All we have to do is load up self-loading cargo. And I'm going to do that. And I won't be talking much through this. I want you guys to just hear what goes on. So I'm basically just going to shut my mic down. But here it is here, and it's version 1668, 1.6.6.8. That's the new one updated. Had a bug with 1.6.6.7. Wouldn't let me start the flight, but anyway, here we are. So the guy that's developing this is working on this all the time, and it's really coming a long way. It's really improving. There's a whole bunch of settings and audio manager and user manual and so forth. I'm not going to run through any of that. We're just going to go through the interactive. We could go through the simple mode. I haven't done a simple mode one yet. But we're going to run through the interactive one and just see how it goes. And then we might do a simple mode one as well. But we'll just click on this. And now it will go and load our flight plan into the sim. Now, I've also been working out with the Fenix how it integrates with the GSX, because you still have to start the loading from the EFB on the Fenix for this to work properly. But nonetheless, it goes really well. So far it's loading in now. It'll load in the flight plan for everything from SimBrief. And you'll need to have your SimBrief ID installed for it to actually know what it is. Okay, so here we are, ready in 23 minutes, departure delay expected. Okay, it's currently 2046 Zulu. We can use the system time we want. We can see it's going from Coolangatta to Sydney, and we can change the time, select a custom departure time if we need to, plus or minus, to change that. But I'm going to stick with what I've got. We can edit the flight plan. We can see we got 5 cabin crew and 156 passengers. We got 3 in-flight services planned. No Wi-Fi, no information entertainment screens, and we're using the JST, the Jetstar sound pack, and GSX will handle boarding and loading. Right, aircraft powers off. Please connect the battery, GPU, and this is where we start. And from this point on, I probably won't talk. So I'm just going to turn the batteries on, and we'll do that first. So we'll go to our overhead. I'll turn the batteries on. Now we can see it says start flight now. Flight plan and config looks good. You're ready to go. We're just going to turn the other batteries on. And we're going to turn the external power on. Now I'll start the flight. And I'll set the ADDON and everything else.
Hello.
Ground to cockpit.
Hi, Captain. How are you this morning?
Hi there. We're fine, thanks.
Great. We are
Go
just
ahead.
getting ready for departure. Once the jetway is connected, we'll speak to the terminal staff and find out how long they think it'll be until boarding starts.
Okay, no problem. If you give me a couple of minutes, I'll see if I can get ground to attach one for you.
Thanks.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
Loud and clear.
Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when you're ready to start loading. Roger.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Catering vehicles are on their way. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
We have started fueling the aircraft.
Roger.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, I've spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Okay, you're free to start boarding whenever you're ready. Let us know when you've started.
No problem. All stations, prepare to start boarding.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
We have finished refueling the aircraft.
Roger.
Now seems to be where I get a glitch from time to time with this, because now it's not going on to load the cargo and the passengers. That's what I'm waiting for it to do, is automatically. Now we're at minus 9 minutes to go before the flight, and it's not moving into the next phase like it should. Whether it's just a glitch or whether it's just a timing thing, I don't know. So that's what we're just waiting to see, if it's going to automatically kick in as it should. The stairs should have already been attached, but it seems like we've got a little bug here that just sort of overlooks that, and it's not going to kick that in by itself, so we might have to give it a little kick. I know that sometimes it does it and sometimes it doesn't, so that still might be something that the developer is still working on, because it is a constantly developing thing. So let's just do the request boarding. We'll try that from here, see if that
Boarding
helps.
requested.
We'll try that and see if that works or not. It should automatically kick all this in, and sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. So it seems like when it's first fired up, it doesn't want to do it. So we'll see if it loads everything up and still registers on the EFB.
bypass pin inserted.
Passengers boarding starting.
Locking gear.
Alright, so here come the passengers and the cargo and the guy with the manifest. So we're going to make sure that the numbers are going up on the EFB once people start coming aboard, and the cargo. And we'll continue on listening. Now, it should have done this automatically, but if it doesn't, give it a little boost and then we'll find out why. Something might be still buggy there. But let's have a look what happens.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Hi Captain, just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll send the final load sheet up once we're ready.
Roger.
Okay, so that's a good sign. The cargo numbers have changed and the passengers
Hi,
boarding.
you were just up there on the left.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the passengers have started boarding.
Thanks.
Morning, mind your step there. How are you? Hello there, straight to the middle then on the left. How are you? How are you? How are you? Morning. Hello there. Morning.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Loading has been completed. All doors and hatches are closed. We will contact you for pushback once you're closed up and the beacon light is switched on.
Roger.
Morning.
Okay, now there's another little glitch in the thing for the developer to look at. We got a report that doors are closed and that loading has completed, which is incorrect.
Can I see your boarding pass, please?
The front door has been closed for some reason, so we're going to have to reopen that.
Can I see your boarding pass, please? How are you?
Okay, we just take care of that again. So that was a little glitch. It closed the doors and reported loading was completed when it hadn't
How
been.
are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt, and also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full, upright position. We would like to remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking and vaping is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants. Thank you for choosing to fly with Jetstar, and welcome aboard.
Okay, so we got a glitch there because it had announced that the doors were closed and loading was complete, so it then kicked into that message then from the crew, which should be incorrect because that, again, that should not be kicked in until after everyone is on board. But these little bugs will get sorted out eventually. For the majority of it, it's coming along.
Hi Captain, here is the load sheet from ground. In the back, we've got crew on board and all passengers in the manifest are on board.
Thanks.
Okay, looks like we are all set to go whenever you're ready.
Excellent. I'll instruct ground that we're ready for dispatch. You can go ahead and close the door.
No problem.
Alright, now boarding's
Good
complete.
morning from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking.
I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight to Sydney.
We've reached our cruise level and are currently flying at an altitude of 32,000.
We hope to depart very shortly. We're not expecting any delays.
Once we push back from the standard cabin crew, we'll start securing the cabin. As we head to the departure runway, please make sure your seatbelt is secured as they make their way around the aircraft. The weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of Gold Coast Airport, so nothing to worry about there.
It looks as though the en route winds are in our favour, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if it changes. The ground crew have finished loading the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, we'll be able to get going straight away.
Thank you for flying with Jetstar, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
Okay, some good and bad points there in the announcements. I don't know how that all got mucked up, but some good and bad. There was one in there I heard where we've reached our cruising altitude of 32,000 feet, which is, of course, incorrect. So a couple of little bugs there, the stuff we worked out, and of course some different voice packs in there that really need to be sorted as well. But all in all, it did say we're going to Sydney, and it did say from Gold Coast Airport, so there's a lot of potential here. Alright, we've got our V-speeds loaded in, we've got our aircraft set. What else did I need to check here? I think everything's good. Oh yes, our load sheet. Just get that. Receive messages. Okay, so we've got load sheet here. That's the full one. Okay, we accept that. And just check the second message as well, which was the preliminary one. We can accept that because that's already done. Alright, back to our preferences and our flight plan. Done. And over here we'll put flight plan up as well. Actually, we'll put preferences there. Alright, let's check the board. Everything looks good. The APU is available. Alright, so we look like we're good to go. And we'll turn the beacon light on.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Call me when you're ready for pushback.
Actually, we're all set to go now. Feel free to get connected.
Ground tow is connected.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright. Now, we got the GSX voice there as well as the SLC, so we should be good. Releasing the brakes.
Commencing push. All engines
Brake is
clear.
on. We're ready
Start
to
at
go.
wheel.
Tow is attached. Steering pin is inserted. Stand by while we start pushback. Okay, Captain. You're clear to start engines.
Alright.
Cabin crew, please arm doors.
Bleeds on. Alright, we're going to start engine 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, today you are travelling on an Airbus A320, and it is important that you are all familiar with the safety features of this aircraft. Even if you fly the Jetstar frequently, we would appreciate your attention for just a few minutes. Having your seatbelt done up low and tight is essential for takeoff, turbulence and landing. To do it up, put the clasp in the buckle and tighten as shown. Undo it by lifting the buckle flap. You should keep your seatbelt done up whenever you are seated, just in case we come across any unexpected turbulence. In your seat pocket, you will find a safety briefing card that shows the brace position and other important information on what you should do in the unlikely event of an emergency. Please take a moment to read it before we take off. The A320 has 8 emergency exits. Look where the crew is pointing to find your nearest exit. A good way to remember is to count the number of seats between you and the exit. The crew will also point out lights that act like a path to the exits. If we have to evacuate,
Please set parking
we must
brake.
leave all cabin baggage
Parking brake is
behind.
set.
Stand by. Please keep your parking brake on while we monitor start up and disconnect the tow.
So follow their instructions. Should oxygen be required, a mask will appear from above you. Pull it down firmly, put it on quickly over your nose and mouth, and tighten the strap. Once the mask is working properly, you can help others, including children. Your life jacket is located within easy reach under your seat. To put it on,
Unlocking gear.
place the life jacket over your head and clip the waistband at the front. It has 2 red tags and a mouthpiece for inflation, and a whistle and light for attracting attention. You must only inflate your life jacket as you leave the aircraft. To prepare for takeoff, ensure that your
Tow
seatbelt
truck
is
disconnected.
upright, your
Bypass
tray table
pin
is stowed
removed.
away, and your window shade is open.
Okay, Captain. Looks like a good start up
Left is clear,
engines and
right
tow
is
is
clear.
disconnected. Nose wheel is free, so you're good to go.
Civil aviation
We'll get ourselves disconnected now, so have a safe
safety
flight.
notices
Look out for the pin to the right, and we'll see you next time.
Tampering with or theft of
Thanks
any
for the help.
aircraft
Pin on the
item
right
is an
and we'll see
offence
you next
in law
time.
and may result in fines or prosecution. Smoking in any part of the aircraft is prohibited, and smoke detectors have been fitted. If you're not sure about anything we've told you, check the safety card in your seat pocket. Thanks for your attention and enjoy your flight.
Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Thanks a lot.
Let me know when we are ready to take off, and I'll get the crew seated and secured.
We're almost ready actually, so you can take your seats now.
No problem. All stations, seats for takeoff please.
This is probably another bit of a glitch. I'm not sure. I haven't been on a flight for a long time, but I'm pretty sure they do the safety briefing as we're pushing back. I think that's did happen. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm trying to pay attention with everything else going on. But you can see it's not a bad little add-on to have. It's pretty damn good actually, and it's improving all the time. And it does make it a little bit more enjoyable. So we've got to try and incorporate this with flights in first officer, and we'll be pretty good. Now we're just taxiing out the runway, and I'm just going to have a look at the clock here, what it says, and ready for takeoff, no cabin crew issues, so that's good. Alright. Now the windsock's going almost straight down the runway. So the wind is pretty much in a straight line by the look of it. Alright, so we got the spoilers are armed, the auto brakes on max, flaps are set for takeoff, cabin crew is seated. We'll do a takeoff test. And it's clear, no blue. Takeoff config is normal, we're good to go. Now I still use 2020 because as much as I like some improvements in 2024 like the lighting, I still feel that the grass and the scenery is too green in 2024, and it looks more like a game than a simulator. I've been happy with 2020. I only have an RTX 2080 Ti, so it's an older GPU. It glitches a little bit here and there, and a little bit of lag here and there when I'm switching windows especially. But for the majority of it, I get mostly good frame rates and smooth flight with the improvements. 2020 to me will be the best sim for me because it works fine. All my peripherals work fine, and all my external hardware works fine, and also I have a lot of scenery with 2020, and I just actually prefer 2020 at the moment. To me, 2020 is more of a simulator, 2024 is more of a game. So eventually 2024 will probably improve, but for now I like 2020. I do like the night lighting, the sky lighting and all of that in 2024. It's a bit improvement there, but that's not a big deal. Alright. Let's come around here to line up. Oh, we have a slight crosswind by the look of it. A slight crosswind on that windsock there, but anyway, we'll be right once we line up. Alright, we'll just pull up here for our setup. Alright, just put the park brakes on for a second, and we'll go to our overhead and we'll just do the lights. So we put our landing lights on, we'll put our takeoff lights on, our runway turn off lights on, and our strobes. And I think we're good to rock and roll. Everything across the board looks good. Okay. Alright. So we'll line up. Noisy passengers, aren't they? A noisy bunch. You can turn that or adjust that in the settings as well. Alright, line up on the runway. And let's go. Manflex, SRS and runway. Auto thrust on.
$100 knots.
100 checked. Wow, I'm getting a bit low. He didn't call V1. Okay. I think he should have called V1.
Positive rate, gear up.
Alright, gear up. Alright. I think he definitely should have called V1. Let's put the autopilot on. Okay, what's wrong with our route now? There's something wrong with our route. According to here, it's not... keep in, let's do that. Push that. Oops. Wrong way. There you go. Gotta go back to that. There we are. Come on, autopilot. You're supposed to be kicking in that way, not this way. Alright, leave us to climb. We got a little bit of a an issue going on here. For some reason that didn't kick in like it should have. Okay, why is that not on correct? Alright, let's go. That should straighten it out. Okay, maybe I forgot to do something there. It is early morning for me at the moment. Right, why are you turning around there? Oh, okay, now you're on. Okay, alright, now we're good. Alright, flaps up. Get the flaps up. Alright, let's settle into our climb config. We can disable the spoilers. What do we got now going on? Okay, that's alright. A little bit of a glitchy takeoff. Not overly bad, but not overly perfect either. Let's have a look at our weather radars going well. I am glad that they did the weather radar though, fixed that up, because that is a good thing. Alright, now we're settled into our flight into Sydney. Alright, so far so good. I do like the look of the clouds though. when you get nice clouds. And 2024 has a little bit of an improvement with the clouds, but this is quite acceptable to me. It's nice. We've come a long way since P3D and FSX and all those early days. And I can take this. That looks realistic to me. And the lighting's not too bad. It's still pretty good. Alright, passing 10,000 feet. So we'll turn our lights off. Landing lights are off. That light off, that one off. Okay, and we'll go over to our instrument panel here, and we'll just pull these standard.
Cabin crew, you're free to move around the cabin.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. The seatbelt sign has now been switched off. You are now free to remove your seatbelt and move around the cabin. We do recommend that you do have your seatbelt securely fastened when seated in case of any unexpected turbulence.
Okay, I'm going to call that a little glitch as well, because I haven't actually turned the seatbelt sign off at all yet, and you can see it's still on here. On the display it still shows that it's on and the switch is on. When I switch this off, this goes to red, that it's off. And we can also click here to turn it on or off as well. But now the seatbelt sign's off. And now she should be making the announcement, not before then.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, which means you are free to move around the cabin. However, you are reminded that for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times in case of turbulence or any other potential incidents that could occur during the flight. Thank you.
There you go, and she did make the announcement, but now she made it correctly after I turned it off. But she made the announcement before I turned off the sign, so that's something that needs to be looked at. Okay, so everything's good there. And you can have a look at the manifest and the layout of the plane, the passengers on board, and what's happening here. They're seated, they got their seat belts on, how many bags they've got, what sort of bags, carry on or what they're doing, reading a book, listening to personal music, reading book and so on, reading a magazine, listening to personal music. I mean, it's just really cool, and they're all got different names and everything like that. Oh, there's an Ann Stewart. There you go. But yeah, so you got all that, and you can see the cabin crew moving up and down the aisle, and the people that are seated. You can see the toilets at the front. This is the front of the plane here. The cockpit. This is galley, kitchen. There you go, kitchen. You got toilets and galley crew seats. So you just highlight them and they'll show you, and then I'll show you what seats are what and what people are what. And yeah, you can just look at a lot of things here. So that's pretty good. Just some nice little features. Now, for the majority of this flight, I won't be talking until we get to the landing at Sydney.
Ladies and gentlemen,
in a few moments we will be starting our in-flight movie. If you require headphones, please contact the flight attendant and we'll be happy to help. For those of you who brought your own, you can plug them into the armrest to the side of you. Tune to channel 11 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you.
and gentlemen,
We are about to start one of our in-flight movies. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest remote. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film.
ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, we will be starting the in-flight drink service. If you could please ensure all aisles are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. and gentlemen. We are about to serve drinks. These include sparkling water, still water, tea, coffee, and soft drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far.
We've reached our cruise level and are currently flying at an altitude of 32,000 feet.
Our ground speed is good, so we're making good progress towards Sydney and expect to arrive on time as planned.
I'll leave you now in the capable hands of our fantastic flight crew, and you'll hear from me again when we're about to start our descent. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned the seatbelt signs on, which means you must now take your seats in the cabin. Please remain seated until the signs are turned off. Thank you.
Good morning once again from the cockpit.
As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent into Sydney. We should be arriving in around 20 minutes depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. Once that happens, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated and you will be required to stay seated and secured until after landing. If you need to visit the toilet, it may be worth making your way to one now.
You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while. Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has instructed that the cabin be prepared for our arrival. For the safety of yourself and everyone else on board, all electronic devices including laptops must now be stowed. You must now stow your tray tables, lower your armrests, Ensure your seat back is upright, your window shade is open, and finally that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are traveling with little ones, once again please be mindful of little fingers and toes when stowing equipment.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for landing.
Thanks.
If you let me know when you're ready to land, I'll make sure the rest of the crew are seated and ready.
Take your seats now. We're almost ready.
No problem. All stations, seats for landing, please.
Please remain seated for landing.
Good morning from your cabin crew and welcome to Sydney. For your safety, you must remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please take care when opening the overhead lockers in case anything has moved. It is now safe for transmitting functions on your devices to be turned on. We may disembark the aircraft using the rear stairs as well as the forward air bridge. For those of you who use the stairs, please take care, use the handrails provided and follow the clearly marked path to the terminal. Electronic devices must not be used while crossing the tarmac. Before disembarking, please check your seats, your seat pockets and ensure you collect all of your belongings. It would be highly appreciated if you also take any recycling and rubbish and put these in the bins provided in the air bridge or terminal. It has been our pleasure having you on board this flight. On behalf of the team, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly Jetstar this morning.
Well, that was probably one of the worst landings I've ever done. Don't think that I wasn't thinking about changing runways to 3-4 or going around. I was, but I wanted to get this on the ground to show you how self-loading cargo works once you've landed. So it announced that we are in Sydney, so it announced the correct airport. It makes it feel that little bit more friendly. And we're just going to taxi to our gate now. But I mean, disregard the landing that I just did. You know, that is by far the worst one I've done. I don't know what happened to the configuration. We were just coming in really fast. I couldn't see that we had an indicated tailwind, but we must have had some sort of tailwind there. It was just pushing me along, so not to worry though. Just as I say, just part and parcel. It goes with these things sometimes, and normally, of course, a real pilot would not have done that. He would have gone around or changed runways or whatever. But there may have been a wind change that I wasn't aware of. But I just wanted to get it down, as I said, so you can see what SLC, the self-loading cargo, what it does when you're on the ground, and it's pretty good, all in all. During the flight, wasn't too bad. There were certain announcements that were made. There's room for improvement on this add-on. And certainly there will be improvements made along the lines, because the developer is working very hard on improving things. But I would say it's a very good add-on. And at the moment, as far as I'm aware, it's still free. I was in early access, so I haven't paid anything for it, and I'm not being paid or endorsed by the developer for anything. My review is totally what I think of it. I think it's pretty good. I think it's improving, and it will improve. And it just gives that nice little feeling, extra feeling. But it will improve in time. So, alright, we'll just start slow down. Our flaps are up, our spoilers are off. Cross over here on 1/6. Might put the brake fans on, because that might have made the brakes a little bit hot. If I can get the brake fans on. For some reason. There we are. Get the brake fans on. Alright, we got the APUs on. I've turned the landing lights off. When we came off the runway, you didn't see me do that, but I did it with my stream deck. So I turned the weather radar off, I turned the landing lights off, turned the taxi light on. I started the APU, did what I needed to do. And we go up here. Yep. We'll just turn that landing light off before we turn on to the apron, so that we don't onto the gate, so we don't blind them.
Cabin crew, please set doors to manual.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will start deboarding and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have rudder pedals yet. That's the other thing. I'm using my twist joystick to actually steer. Let's see if we can park this at least reasonable. Parking brakes are on. We can shut down the engines. So we'll do that. Engines are shut down, the APU is on. We can now turn the beacon light off. And we can now turn the seatbelt signs off.
The boarding requested.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. The jetway is connected. Start deboarding once ready.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Oh, you got a ratings thing now, too. Pretty cool.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
You're loud and clear. 5 over 5.
Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Welcome to Sydney. We'll get you offloaded in a couple of minutes.
Roger.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been turned off. You are now free to disembark the aircraft. Once again,
Passengers
please take
reporting
care
started.
when opening the overhead lockers and ensure that you take all your belongings with you. On behalf of the team here at Jetstar,
Watch your
we want to
step there.
thank you
Take
once
care.
again for choosing to fly Jetstar, and we wish you a safe onward journey and look forward to seeing you again soon.
So you can hear all the announcements there. The ground crew said Sydney again. Okay, so got a few bad ratings here. Oops. So what did we do wrong? Okay, so it was a fairly average flight. Reasonably well on performance. Passengers had a reasonably good flight. Landing was good. Passengers remained comfortable. Alright, so we touched down at minus 268. Not too bad. Good landing rate. Alright, so why we got a D plus? 621 out of 115. Alright, what happened? Aircraft control and passenger comfort. Don't know why. That must have been from the beginning. Airline SOP adherence. Okay, I must have made an error there with the airline. I'll check on that. Cabin management. I've got nothing to do with cabin management. That's all to do with the crew. Cabin and crew ground communication. I don't know what that was wrong with that. Departure
Watch your
management.
step there. Take care. See you later.
In-flight management. Arrival management. Okay. Flight punctuality. Yeah. Cabin communication. Flight comfort. Personal experience in flight. Cabin crew. Anyway, you can see everything there. So, what happened? We got 1% passengers were disappointed with the length of
Bye
the
for
delay
now.
to departure.
Watch your step there. Take care.
1%. Oh well.
See you.
Poor diddums.
See you.
I think
Bye
this.
for now.
I think this rating system needs improvement.
Bye for
but
now.
it's all right. I think it's good though.
See
It's
ya.
a nice little thing to have. More detailed flight report will be available as soon as deboarding and offloading
See you
has
later.
completed.
See ya.
So that is new, the rating system, because it wasn't there last time.
See you.
Alright, passengers are leaving the aircraft.
See ya.
Right.
See ya.
Alright. So all in all, it's not a bad little plug-in,
Bye for now.
or add-on, as you want to say. So it could be something worthwhile for you guys to consider getting down the line, if you wanted to. But it is free at the moment, as far as I'm aware. It's still free. Self-loading cargo. It's still an early release, and the patches are released all the time to advise you. So it hasn't cost me anything. I think you can get it for free. So why not get it if you haven't got it and give it a try? You got nothing to lose, and everything to gain. Anyway, thank you guys for watching me and joining me on this flight. I hope it wasn't too boring. It is going to be the long one, but I want you to get the experience of what this is like, and it will improve. And of course, things will improve, especially my landings. But we will work it out later on. Thanks, guys. Again, as I always say, have a great day and stay frosty.
Bye.